Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. We ended up over the bridge at Amalfi Coast, and wow, a great place in Stevensville. This is the former Rustico, if you're familiar with that, and what a fantastic meal. You definitely need to put that on your list for sure. All right, now, there is a lot of news, so let's get into it, shall we? If you're biking along the B&A trail, be careful. The Anne Arundel County Police are investigating an assault and attempted theft. A juvenile was biking on the trail near Aquahart Road and was approached by four males. They tried to steal the bike and ended up hitting him in the head with a wrench. They didn't get the bike, and the injuries were non-life-threatening, so I guess that's good. But this happened at 6 p.m. on a Saturday evening, so it's pretty much broad daylight. Be careful out there. The Anne Arundel County Fire Department is crediting smoke detectors for saving 2 lives. A fire broke out in a utility room in the basement of a large home on Mullen Lane in Lothian. Detectors alerted the family, who evacuated and called 911. The fire spread to part of the first floor and ultimately caused $170,000 worth of damage, but there were no injuries. This all went down at 5:20 a.m. while they were asleep, and it could have ended very differently. There were no injuries, and the fire was determined to be accidental. Now you want to make sure you go change those smoke detector batteries if they need it. A few updates regarding that shooting of the 2 children in Annapolis. Police say that the suspect/resident contacted police an hour before the shooting for the children harassing him and banging on his door. Police issued an incident number. A few minutes prior to the shots, a neighbor called again, reporting that a group of juveniles were kicking in the door. Police said that there is evidence that the door was indeed broken into, and the resident/suspect has admitted that he fired a number of shots at the intruder, which was the 14-year-old boy. He also said that he fired several shots at the group outside of the window trying to get into the house. He did exit the house and fired a shot into the ground and left the scene. Police told the Capitol that they believe that this is far from someone protecting his own home. The 14-year-old male was released from the hospital, and the 10-year-old girl is still hospitalized. Police are asking anyone with any more information to contact them at 410-260-3439. Maryland's Attorney General has said that they will be delaying the release of the body-worn camera footage from the shooting incident in Crofton last month when an officer shot and killed a suspect. They stated that they do not want to release the video until they are sure they have spoken to all witnesses so as to not taint the investigation. Jonathan Tebbe, I'm not sure whether you remember that name, but he is the Navy nuclear engineer and Hillsmere resident accused of being a spy. He copped a plea yesterday and pled guilty to conspiracy to communicate restricted data. The range of sentencing agreed upon is 12 to 17 years in federal prison. He is accused of trying to sell submarine info to a foreign nation, but that foreign nation was actually an undercover agent. A sentencing date has not been scheduled. Governor Hogan has announced that he is lifting the mandate for masks in the state buildings effective next week, citing declining COVID numbers across the board. While masks are not required, they are encouraged for unvaccinated people. Also, the state is giving all employees 2 hours of paid leave if they are boosted. It is retroactive, so if you are a state employee and did get boosted a while ago, look for a little 2-hour bonus in your paycheck. Wednesday evening at 5:30 p.m., County Executive Pittman will lead a COVID candlelight vigil to honor the 1,000 county residents who have passed away from the virus, and also to thank the first responders and healthcare workers for their efforts. It will be held in Annapolis at the People's Park along Calvert Street, and if you cannot make it, it will be streamed on his Facebook page, YouTube channel, and also on the county's public access television station. And here is a really cool thing. Visit Annapolis and the Banneker Douglass Museum have partnered up to bring in Black History Month into a 24/7, 365 deal. They have just launched a new Black History 365 microsite to celebrate the heritage and culture of the African American community right here in Anne Arundel County. It's a compilation of videos, blogs, resources, events, and more. They plan to build on it throughout the year and years, and combined with the new county program on civil rights, this is some really, really powerful stuff. You want to check it out at visitannapolis.org/blackhistory365. Some podcast news up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, a conversation with three members of SOFO, and I think next weekend is going to be a great conversation I just had yesterday with Dane and Julian from the Chesapeake Youth Symphony Orchestra. Again, keep those suggestions coming and keep letting your friends know about the Daily News Brief. It's much appreciated. All right, that's it for the news, but first a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, Rehab to Perform, and Alpha Engineering. So now hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just a bit.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, February 15th. Yesterday was another cold day for the Annapolis region, with breezy highs only in the lower 30s. But conditions will start to improve today with warmer temps on the way for tomorrow and Thursday before another cool down. Look for sunny highs today near 40 degrees with more sunshine tomorrow, with highs getting into the lower 50s, ahead of 60 to 65 degrees for highs Thursday with some rain expected as well, before skies then clear again for Friday through the weekend with highs each day likely in the mid to upper 40s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, as well as through our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Did you know that home values jumped over 10% on average in 2020? And we are expected to see more increases over the next 3 to 6 months. What's causing this rise in value? First, limited inventory. We have about 60% fewer homes on the market right now than we did the same time last year. Second, low interest rates. People can afford more home right now, and that is very appealing. Third, increased buyer demand. We literally have over 20 interested and qualified buyers waiting for the right home to come on the market, and we are not alone. If you were ever thinking of timing the market just right to get the highest price in recent history, your time has come. My team is available and ready. Give us a call today. We'll check your home's value and break neighborhood records.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.